Looking back on that life-altering afternoon, my pulse still quickens, tangled in a whirlwind of emotions I never knew I could feel. What should have been an ordinary visit to my closest friend, Emma, instead became the moment that changed everything. The sun bathed the familiar street in golden light as I made my way to Emma's house, excitement buzzing through me. We had planned a special getaway, just the two of us, to celebrate our bond. As I reached her front gate, my anticipation grew stronger. I knocked, expecting her usual quick response and warm laughter, but silence greeted me instead. My brow furrowed. I knocked again, harder this time, unease creeping into my mind. Was she out? The thought crossed my mind, but something about the stillness felt wrong. Curiosity got the best of me, and I twisted the doorknob, startled to find it unlocked. "Emma?" I called hesitantly as I stepped inside. The air felt heavy, the absence of sound unsettling. A strange sensation crawled up my spine, as if I had stepped into something I wasn't meant to see. As I turned the corner into the living room, my breath caught. There, wrapped in each other's arms, were Emma and Jake, my boyfriend. Time seemed to slow. They froze mid-kiss, eyes widening in horror at my presence. A crushing weight settled in my chest, my legs unsteady beneath me. My vision blurred as my mind raced to comprehend what I was seeing. Emma and Jake? Together? Jake moved toward me, his voice cracking. "Sarah. I can explain." His expression begged for a chance to make it right, but I had no words to offer him. Emma, usually my source of comfort, now stood before me with tear-filled eyes. "I'm so sorry," she whispered, barely able to meet my gaze. I couldn't stay there another second. I turned on my heel and bolted, my emotions threatening to suffocate me. The front door slammed behind me as I ran, needing to put as much distance as possible between myself and that devastating scene. My feet carried me to the riverbank, a place that once held nothing but cherished memories. Sinking onto our usual bench, I let my tears flow freely, unable to hold back the pain any longer. As the sky darkened, streaked with fading sunlight, I sensed someone approaching. I turned and found Emma standing there, her face swollen from crying. She hesitated before sitting beside me. "Please, let me explain," she murmured, her voice shaking. I said nothing, unsure if I could bear to hear whatever excuse she had. She exhaled deeply, staring at the rippling water. I never wanted this to happen. But with Jake, there was something unspoken between us, something I didn't expect. Her voice cracked under the weight of her confession. A storm of emotions churned inside me, anger, heartbreak, disbelief. But beneath it all, an unsettling understanding lingered. I had always sensed their connection, yet I never imagined it would lead to betrayal. "I love him, Sarah," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "I know how wrong this is, and I hate that it hurt you. But I can't pretend my feelings don't exist." Her words shattered me. I had loved Jake, but in that moment, I realized something I never dared to admit: I loved Emma too. And losing either of them felt unbearable. "I need time," I choked out, my voice raw from crying. "I can't act like nothing happened, but I also don't know how to let go." Emma nodded, sensing the turmoil I was in. She reached for my hand, and though I was still hurting, I didn't pull away. We sat in silence, lost in thought. But before I could process the mess we had created, a shadow moved near the trees. "You're not going to take him from me," a low, venomous voice cut through the air. My stomach dropped as I recognized the speaker, Jake's ex-girlfriend. Her gaze burned with jealousy, her presence thick with menace. "Stay away from him, or you'll regret it," she warned, reaching into her bag. My breath caught as I saw a flash of something metallic, a gun. A cold wave of fear swept through me. Was she truly willing to go this far? Before I could react, the wail of sirens echoed in the distance, growing louder. Help was coming, but would it arrive in time? Or would it only make things worse?